back in the garage, got my work shoes on, and I'm ready to work on this again. So my plan is to move this stuff so I can move that thing into this space, because moving this big chest with all the stuff on it is probably harder to move than all this, which is mostly small pieces, except for that computer, which is on wheels and I forgot about. All right, so I have a space cleared through here, pile of dirt. I'm hoping to be able to pull this far enough forward to get the pallet jack out and move it to the back so I can push it instead of pull it, because I need the pallet jack in the back room, not in the front room. Once I get this far enough forward, I can put the wall back in, which gets that out of the way, because that's actually a foot away from the wall. It's taking up a lot of room in here. And then I can start to reorganize. Well, might be cutting it a little close. Wedged in there. My cap down yonder might be too tight, and I'm definitely going to have problems here. But I'll get it. It's probably going to go on its side, but I'll get it. Oh yeah, it's working. Just have to jack this up to clear the skid. Get myself through. A lot more room on this side. Jeez. All right, so it's through. The important part. I need a slightly smaller pallet jack. These 4-foot forks are a pain in the rump. But now, I can't put the wall back yet because I can't get the wall through this gap here. So I've got to move the Linotype just a little bit that way, but it's a lot easier from this side because I can just push it. Here's the motor mount, which I had to block up to get the Linotype over to, or the pallet jack over the skid. I see the bolts coming undone on the skid. This is, I think, a Star Part drive. It's actually quite nice. So it's, I don't think it's the original, because this doesn't look modeled, or 1920s-ish to me. Oh, this is such a nice, smooth running Linotype. So there's the main clutch, and it's got a V-belt groove there. It goes down to this little jack shaft here, to that. And if I take the tension off, there's a belt tensioner there that kind of abuses the belt to give some tension. Yeah, it is Star Parts. Right there. South Hackensack. Yeah, and that is, what is this? People will say, that was my thumb bending over backwards, which it has a habit of doing. People say, when they hear about Linotypes, they must be so loud and they must take so much power. For the heat, yeah, but for the motor, this is a 1/3 horsepower motor that drives this thing. That's it. All right, I'm gonna stick the pallet jack in from this side and do stuff. So I decided that before I put the wall back, which implies leaving the pallet jack in the back, yickety yak, jack, that I should probably finish up with the pallet jack up front here. So I cleared a spot out for the Linotype. This activity is always about moving things multiple times, so I'm fine with that. And now that big empty space is full of all the junk from the front, which needs to be organized. But now I have lots of room to turn this thing around. And what I want is to position it with the keyboard facing out. Because when you pick it up with a forklift, do I pick it up from the front or from the back? I have to look at the pictures. Anyway, when it gets forklifted, it needs to be pointing out the door, which is behind this failed attempt at a lumber rack. So I'm going to move it around. feet survived, and I think I'm gonna call it a night with it here. I haven't moved it since the last clip. I can't, because of this wall and this cabinet here, which I don't feel like taking down, I can't get this thing turned kind of burp, 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 like that, burp, so that I can get it lined up at the door. What I need to do is move all this crap, and then I can get the pallet jack in from the front here, pull the front over just a bit, enough that I can maneuver it, and then get back from the back and then finish maneuvering it from there. Otherwise, I'm just going to keep fighting it, and I don't want to. But it's a school night, and school night. I gotta get up for work in the morning, so I'm gonna wrap it up here with it plunked here and somehow find my way to the door. Which is gonna take a bit more organizing. Hey, see you on the next one.